What it do, guys? It's your boy Dream Team Neil.
And your boy Dar. We back with another video. And guys, we here in Germany. Got 16 things not to do in Germany. Hey, we don't know. There's a lot of things that we could do possibly that we might not get away with, or if you're in Germany, you might not get away with down here, you know, just because of the differences and stuff like. But I don't know when we'll be in Germany, but it's good to know what not to do when you
Yeah. Hopefully we do get there.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? We had one of the best Germans of all time come to Dallas and, you know, built this franchise down here, you know, but other than that, you know, I know nothing about Germany.
What German was that?
Dirk Nowinski.
When you said built the franchise, I said Mark Cuban German.
I didn't even mention basketball.
Got you.
But hey, you know, technically he did. Might as well. He built it with Mark. We're gonna check this out. Y'all hit that subscribe button. Send down those recommendations.
What's up, everybody? We are Diana and Phil. Diana is from the United States and I am from Germany. And in this video, we're going over 16 things that you should not do in Germany.
Alright, so some of these things are a little more serious and some of them are going to be pretty funny, so let's just get right into it.
Alright, number 1. You should never recycle, wrong, or throw away your Pfand.
Pfand!
So Germany is a pretty green country and people tend to take their recycling pretty serious. So if you're here, you should not just throw everything in one bucket, but separate it between plastic, metal, paper, rest, and all that good stuff. I don't even know how many there are.
So Pfand is a deposit where you pay a little extra on bottles or cans and you'll usually return them at a little machine in the supermarkets where you get a voucher and your money back for doing a good thing. So never throw away your Pfand bottle.
Oh, we need that down here. Let me get that bottle off you, sir.
Boy, recycling all over the place.
Everywhere.
Pfand.
Number 2, you should never drive on the left or the middle lane of the Autobahn. There's actually a law in place that requires you to drive on the right lane on the Autobahn at all times unless you're overtaking somebody. So if you're not planning to go super fast and overtake a lot of people, you're required to drive on the right lane. So don't drive in the middle or the left lane slowly and block traffic because people will get aggressive.
And honk. Number 3, don't
The
walk.
speed limit?
I heard it's not a speed limit.
I think so.
Autobahn, bro.
It might not be. I think I seen a little clip. Somebody was going like super fast and they were just flying through everybody.
I said that's what I need.
Yeah.
Boy. I said I can't go past 75 here, bro.
At all.
Give me. Some dude said he was going 120 something. I said I don't even know if my car can push that, but I'll push it.
Then especially, you know, since we bound to hit traffic down here. On there, you can go about 200 miles because you probably ain't gonna hit no traffic.
Come on now.
Be like NASCAR out here.
In the bicycle lanes. In Germany, there are a lot of different bicycle lanes in and out of the city, and especially in student towns, there'll be a lot of bikers. So don't walk in them. Walk in the pedestrian zones or a sidewalk. That's what they're for.
Number 4, do not address strangers using their first name. It is kind of funny, but in Germany for the word you, if you address somebody, we have 2 versions. There is du and there is sie, and sie is a polite version. It also implies that sie, you're on a last name basis. So that is the polite version to use. And if you meet somebody for the first time, or especially an elder person, you use the polite form. You do not use their first name. You are on a last name basis and use the sie instead of the du. And if you get to know a person very well and you're on a friend basis, on a first name basis, then it's fine to use the first name and the du. Du Diana.
Du Diana. Number 5. Don't use public transportation without a ticket. A lot of the public transportation systems are controlled a lot, and there'll be men and women who just appear once the ride has started to check on everyone to see if they have a ticket.
Yeah, they're undercover. And the fines are usually kind of high or out of proportion with the ticket prices.
Yeah.
A number I always have in my mind is 60 euros, but nowadays it might be even more, like 80 or 100.
It's not worth it.
Okay, number 6, and this is a little bit more of a serious one. You should never show the Nazi salute or joke about Nazis in Germany. Of course, because of the history in Germany.
Right, that would not be a good thing to do at all.
Well, you can't do that nowhere. I would hope you can't do that nowhere.
Right. Definitely can't.
It's kind of a forbidden thing to do, and most of the Germans nowadays were kind of raised by this post-World War II anti-Nazi generation. If another person comes to the country and does anything Nazi related, it's so out of our minds that it's so weird that the world still thinks that. So that's quite offensive, and you should never ever do that. And by the way, the same thing also applies to sing the old version of the national anthem. And I think around the world a couple of people still think that might be it. And it's the one with the Deutschland, Deutschland über alles. That is the Nazi anthem. You're not allowed to sing that anymore. The real one is Einigkeit und Recht und Freiheit, blah blah blah. That's the newer national anthem, and that's the only one that's supposed to be sung in Germany.
Number 7, don't gossip in English in public. Most Germans have a very decent grasp of English and they'll probably understand you. I know it's very common when people go to other countries, they tend to gossip in another language. I've heard it spoken in different languages all the time, and it's a little uncomfortable and embarrassing when other people understand you. So to avoid uncomfortable situations like that, gossip behind their back.
Number 8. You should never disrespect the German quiet hours. So every day, or rather every night, from 10 p.m. till 6 or 7 a.m. the next morning, in Germany, by law, there are quiet hours. So you're not supposed to like play loud music, do construction or anything like that. Most of the country kind of abides by that.
We used to have something like that. Maybe it's just apartments. I think
Oh
just
yeah,
apartments.
apartments, yeah. I was gonna say in fraternity, we was turning up. That's where the turn up started and the loud music started.
Party start at 10, but it don't get started till 12.
Come on.
Rule, which means there's very little noise pollution during the night when you're trying to sleep or relax, and I think it's a kind of a nice thing. So if you do that, the Germans probably will call the police on you because they think they're in the right, and they do that and the police knocks and like turn it down. Never ever disrespect the quiet hours. Alright, so before we continue with the video, we want to take a quick moment to remind you guys, please go and like the video. It helps us out a lot. We're still a small channel. Subscribe if you haven't already. I can see that about 80% of the viewers are not subscribed to the channel. Also, if you want to further support us, you can do that on Patreon. We have a Patreon page. It's patreon.com/DianaandPhil. And we have different tiers of support and benefits that you get on there. And every support is highly, highly appreciated.
Yes, and we wanted to take a quick moment to shout out our newest soulmate Patreon, Jeff Lobig.
Jeff Lubik?
Lubik? We're not sure if it's the German or the English pronunciation. Correct us if we're wrong.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And back to the video.
So number 9, don't solely rely on credit card payments. In Germany, there's still a lot of things that are pretty cash-based, and sometimes your credit card will even be rejected from a stall or bakery or a vendor. So it's important to note and make sure you have cash on you. So number 10, don't expect small talk. If you're from the South and you're used to the good old Southern American small talk, that's not gonna happen. And it's not trying to be rude, it's just a cultural difference. So don't expect to chat with a random stranger about the weather or something.
Number...
Hey, I be trying to hide in the stores because I don't be trying to do those false talk.
I swear. Yeah, I try to avoid small talk. I will, but I try to. I got things to do.
I'm on a mission in this store.
Different, so don't expect to chat with a random stranger about the weather or something.
Number 11 is do not expect free water anywhere. So if you're used to the American way, you go to a restaurant and the waiter comes right away with a nice bucket of cold ass water and refills you for free all evening long. That is not a thing in Germany, and you should not expect that. I think it's quite of a dumb thing, but water in German restaurants is quite expensive and most of the times even bubbly.
Sprudelwasser.
So in some places you could actually ask for tap water and potentially get it for free, but a lot of places don't even do that, and if they do, it might be a little frowned upon. But in general, you should not expect free water everywhere. Number 12. Do not enter a house with your shoes on. So all around Germany, it's pretty common to take off your shoes if you enter somebody else's house. Or at least you should ask if you should take your shoes off. And sometimes they say, no, you don't have to. But
I think that's an all of your thing, man.
Oh,
I did a Sweden video. They ate me up. I was like, so your shoes, it just depends.
Yeah. I do like it, I think. No, leave your shoes at the front door. You're not tracking dirt and stuff.
Exactly. I think that's different. If you staying long, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
But it's like if you in and out, you know.
Yeah.
You never know. Strangers' feet might be a little stanky, or you know your cousin them. They feet. Just never know. Just wear clean socks.
Of times, people take their shoes off right at the entrance, leave them there, and then just walk around in your socks.
Leave your dirty shoes in the front.
Yeah. I'm kind of curious how many of the households do that. I would say the majority of the households in Germany do that thing and do not walk around with their shoes on. Maybe let us know in the comments below if you had to take your shoes off at your parents' house or how you do it at the moment.
So number 13, don't give advance birthday wishes. Even if it's a day before someone's birthday and you will not see them on their birthday, do not wish them a happy birthday.
It's not their birthday yet.
I learned that after coming to Germany. You are not allowed to wish them a happy birthday until on their birthday or after their birthday.
Yeah, and I was surprised to learn in the US that a lot of people do that actually.
Some people will have a party a week in advance if that just works with their schedule.
So much bad luck. Number 14 is kind of a very serious one. You should never, ever expect to be dressed in a sauna on every beach. Alright, this is kind of a funny one. We just wanted to throw that in there. In Germany, in a sauna, usually you are naked. You go in with a towel and then you take it off or whatever, but you are actually not allowed to wear any clothing. If you wear clothing in there, people can get the whatever security or supervisors and they'll throw you out or make you undress.
You must be naked.
Yeah, there are also parts of beaches in Germany that are especially for nakedness, nudity. Yeah, nude beaches. We call it FKK, Freikörperkultur. And on these beaches, you have to be naked. It's not allowed to wear any clothes.
Like fully naked?
Yeah, fully naked.
Yeah, so I've yet to go to a nude beach or a nude sauna, but I'm open to it.
Oh, should I be concerned?
It's gonna be a whole bunch of older people. So number 15, don't abandon your shopping cart. I feel like in the US sometimes there'll be shopping carts spread throughout the parking lot and there'll just be like a shopping cart ghost town. In Germany, that is not the case. You need a coin to access a cart, and you also want your coin back. So you have to return the cart.
We have that at Aldi's.
Oh, yeah.
We have Aldi's. So they...
Boy, I thought they should have said keep the coin.
25 cents to shop. You gotta put that deposit down.
No, I do like that because it do be carts all over the place.
It do. You know, when I want to help somebody, here you go, man. Here's my cart.
Yeah.
My good deed for the day. Here's 25 cents.
Oh, everything.
Hard to get your coin back. And it's a good system, it's nice, and there's not abandoned shopping carts everywhere.
And our last point number 16 is in Germany, you should not jaywalk.
We ain't in New York City.
Yeah, but we're kind of in Berlin, so let's say you should not, but a lot of people still do it. Although I think the majority of the people kind of follow the rules and they do not jaywalk. You should always cross where the little traffic light is and then only when the green mannequin,
tells you.
not the red one. And it's not that hardly persecuted, but you can actually get fined if you get caught in the act jaywalking. So the police sees you, gets you, and I don't know how much it is, 5, 10, 20 euros, something like that. So you should not jaywalk in Germany. Alright, so those were our 16 things that you should not do if you go to Germany. Let us know in the comments below if you can think about any other things that you shouldn't do in Germany. Also, maybe you've been to Germany and some things of these might have happened to you. We would be curious to hear about that.
As always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye! I wanted to say thank you to all our patrons.
Pretty dope. That was pretty dope.
Everything.
Definitely gonna have to check out more from their channel. Learn a little bit more about Germany. I think it's time. But we appreciate y'all for tuning in, staying this long. We now know 16 things not to do in Germany.
Oh, everything.
Definitely a culture different. Definitely, most definitely is. But y'all hit that subscribe button. Send down those recommendations. That's all we have for this video. We out of here.